Oh, what an adventure. Get lost with Google Maps. Hey everyone, how you going? Well, we're out working on the camper trailer. I'll take you out in there in a minute. The next stage is to get this beautiful Muller battery, there's its model and everything there, out into the camper trailer. And by the way, you can see here I've replaced the solar plug with another standard Anderson plug, and it's easy to do. Look, it's just got two little bolts mounting it in there, and you just put a screwdriver under the tongues and push the pins out and get a blank Anderson and bung it in there. Piece of cake to do. I'm waiting on the sockets. I really like the sockets he's used in here. Let me turn some lights on for a minute, because I only just noticed this the other day. I'm just getting it all right. You can see there's a tiny, whoops, don't drop it, Chris. There's a tiny button just there, and that actually turns these on and off. So you can turn them all off, and you essentially, well, once you've got the covers on them, you won't see the light anyway. But if you turn them off, you've got no annoying blue light. I did ask him to make that light red in his newer units, because red doesn't attract any bugs at all, whereas the blue ones do. Okay, let's pop around outside here. Shouldn't drag my feet like that. Anyway, let's pop around out here. My back's sort of misbehaving a bit today, so now, like I explained, that red piece of timber's staying there, but we've got a piece of 50 by 50 angle aluminium, 3mm, and that's what the bottom of the battery's sitting in. And we're going to put the battery in now, and the top of the battery, I've got a piece of 25 by 35 angle, also 3mm, and that's going to be the cradle for the battery. And then we'll put that in, and I've got all my other bits and pieces here, my links, power distributor, and me everything that's going in on that back walls here. You can see I've moved the charge controller right up. It'll dissipate heat a lot better at that angle, whereas before it's like that. And because it's the heat sinks at the back of it, the heat's going to rise, and it wasn't cooling properly. So I've got to rewire that all in. That can wait for now. And yeah, so that's it, people. I'll give you another look once the battery's in. Alright, we got the battery mounted in there very securely. As you can see, I've already got some things plugged into it. That other Anderson plug that's sticking out, that's where the fridge and freezer are plugging into. Okay, that's got I think it's a 10 amp fuse in it, which is more than enough for 2 Engel fridges. And that's it for today. I'm just put that in there. We give it a vacuum and a clean, and that's it. I'll tell you, that battery is probably, I don't know, 25 to 30 kilos. But as you all know, my back is totally broken and all fused up. And that was really difficult for me to lift that into there. And there's only enough room in here for one person, so Ziggy couldn't really get in and help me. But it's in, and I've grabbed it by the handles and shook the whole trailer with it. So it's not going anywhere ever. And down there, if it does break free, there's a piece of wood down there that we've put in to stop it from sliding all the way forward and impacting the front of the trailer. But I don't think it's ever going to come free by its own means, so that's all good. But there is I have added a safety catch or a safety catcher. All right, that 150 up there, that charge controller, that MPPT charge controller up there, should work really good. We just got to run the wires down, tie them up to the two rails, and yes, I know I haven't trimmed my rails, because if I trimmed them they would be sharp as they are now. I bought them in 1 metre lengths. The ends are all nicely bent and curved and not sharp, so I figure, well, I'll save myself the job and just not cut them. And the other rails I left long because I need to tuck that lighting wire in. That goes to my side lights, one this way and one for the other side light. That's these things. And that wire there with no ends on it, that goes to the water pump, and that gets wired into the fuse box when I put the fuse box and everything up the top. And hopefully I pull up okay tomorrow. Right now I can hardly walk, but hopefully tomorrow I'll get good again and I'll get a bit more work done and then have a rest. And yeah, there's no rush. I mean, the weather's still shocking here, totally shocking. Alright, so there's a little update video on the camper trailer wiring rebuild. And those other bare wires you see sticking out there, they're the old wires that used to go to the MPPT controller. They've all got to be redone. I've got a lot of rewiring to do. That small fuse block, there's two fuses down there. One goes to the side white light near the tap, and the other one goes to the lighter socket at the back. They got red tape on them because I've checked them all out, they're fine. They didn't need rewiring. I've just put red tape on them, and yeah, just to tell me that I've already done that bit. Alright everyone, that's it. Gonna turn the light off, shut the lid, lock her up and go inside. Keep safe. Goodbye for now.